What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Bizzy B. Press that like or subscribe button if you like the content. Guess who's back? Oh my God! I like to thank everyone for listening, and I thank you for allowing me to share my hope, my dreams, my pain with you. I like to start out by telling a short story. I'm sitting in the car, and I'm getting ready to take a road test, right? And I fixed this mirror, I fixed that mirror, I fixed that mirror, I fixed the rear view mirror, and I look out. The most important mirror in this car right now, or view, is what's ahead. Then, every now and then, I glance in the rear view mirror to see where I came from. And then, I look over to my left to see what's coming, so I don't run into nothing ahead, or nothing from behind come and bite me. And I look in the right mirror, and I look to the right, and I see what's coming from behind, so I can avoid what's coming ahead. Right? So with that being said, all these mirrors are just as important than this front mirror. Because every now and then I gotta look to see where I came from in order to know where I'm going. And if I look in any one of these mirrors too long, I will crash. I'm an addict named Bob. But for God's grace and His truly great mercy, I sit here before you today. Give me a second to allow the God of my understanding in, because I don't want to make sure I don't let Bob out, and I'm speaking to you from God's perspective and not mine. Father, thank you for giving me the strength to be able to put my life on display for someone that maybe they might not have to go through what I go through, or something I share might help them, so they don't have to go through the pain and suffering that I've endured in my life. As I sit here, I'm a very old man, and I started out very young, doing the wrong thing based on some bad situations in my life that caught up with me in my future. With that being said, again, I'm an addict named Bob, and I'm truly grateful for this journey. It's not a destination, it's the blessing is in the journey. And I will not change nothing in my life that I've been through for the seat I sit in right now, because I am free. I am truly free. With that being said, I suffer from the disease of addiction. It manifests itself in every area of my life, my finances, my relationships, my self-esteem, all want me dead. When I was a very little boy, I must have been like 5 years old, a family member of mine tried to molest me. And I spent many years suffering, trying to run from that experience and that moment, creating havoc in my life. I suffer from the disease. Yes, Lord. And I remember when I was a little boy, trying to be a part of, trying to be with, trying to be hard, trying to be gangster, trying to be everything I can be but what I was. I suffered from the disease of addiction. There's no doubt about it. I had no clue what that meant a long time ago. I watched my father, my hero, fight with my mother on many occasions because she suffered from the disease of alcohol. My mother went to a program, came home, and she said, the doctor said that my children are prone to this disease as well. I didn't know what she was talking about. I didn't have a clue. She's clean 45 years or maybe better today, by the grace of God. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. I suffer from the disease of addiction. My father was my hero again. He told me about the finer things in life that I thought meant everything. When it really, today, it don't mean shit. You know, I had a brother who lives in my heart today. And Dre was my hero. I loved him. He had so much courage, so much charisma, so much style. And he wasn't the prettiest guy in the world, the handsomest guy in the world. But if you see the way he carried himself, you would have knew it. You would have thought he had. He was the most beautifulest person in the room. With that being said, he sold drugs the same way. He got money. He got plenty of money. And as a result of him doing all those things, just being himself, somebody saw fit that they wanted him gone because of that person that he was. Nothing more, nothing less. At the time I was using drugs and I had got arrested and I was sitting in C-76 on Rikers Island and I said to myself, damn, something don't feel right. I knew my brother just came home from jail. He was getting that money. He was getting it for real. And I said, something don't feel right. So I wanted to reach out to him and tell him, be careful. And I was calling everybody. Nobody wanted to give me my brother's number. And he got killed. And I blame myself for that for many years. Added on to everything else I'm running from. I suffered. It wasn't my fault. It was the jealous guy's fault who wanted him dead just because Dre was being here. I suffer from the disease. Yes. Because I blamed something that was somebody else's fault and made it my fault. I smoked crack over that for many years. I suffered tremendously. I stole my mother's car one time. She needed it to get to work. And my cousin told my mother to call the police on me. And I was angry at my cousin for telling my moms to call the police. Because truth be told, that was the only way my mother was going to get her car back, is if she called the police. I suffer from the disease. But I was mad at my cousin. I have a disease that tell me I ain't shit. No matter how good I'm doing, you ain't worthy, Bob. I know I'm talking to somebody. I ain't the only one that felt this pain. I suffer from the disease. I got no teeth in my mouth right now. I had a beautiful smile. I gave it all the drugs. My wife made appointment after appointment after appointment for me to go take care of it and get my teeth put in my mouth. But I saw getting the next one is more important than putting teeth in my mouth. I suffer from the disease. Yes, Lord, I suffer from it. Let's make no mistake about it. It want me dead. I was sleeping on staircases, eating out of garbage cans, with a house full of food, a beautiful bed, but I thought I was going to miss something. I thought I was going to miss something. I thought I was going to miss getting high. Somebody was going to come with that ultimate hit that I can take. So I ain't go home. I slept on that staircase. And the maintenance man's coming down in the projects, and 40 projects coming downstairs on the staircase and kicking me and telling me, you gotta go. The police coming. And I'm jumping up wanting to fight. And I'm talking about, I ain't no bum. You don't know me. You don't know me. I suffer from the disease. Yes. Yes. I'm running around like a wild animal. And that ain't the only basis of my story. I done had more money than most people will ever see in their life. I made that money so I can make people like me. I suffer from the disease. You hear me? The disease told me to go get that money and kill your people by selling them drugs. You hear me? So you can make them happy. I suffer from the disease. I remember being a very little young lad. We was in my backyard. We was playing spin the bottle. I had a crush on this girl named Lisa. Oh my God, she was the most beautiful girl in our neighborhood. Me, my brother, Shawnee, and Lisa. We was playing spin the bottle. And I'm hoping this bottle would land on me so I can kiss Lisa. And the bottle landed on me and Lisa. I'm like, yeah, I'm getting ready to kiss her. I'm getting ready to kiss her. And Lisa said, I don't want to kiss that ugly motherfucker. I want to kiss Charlie. That's my brother. She broke my heart. I said, bitch, shut up. Fuck you talking about. I don't want to kiss you neither. That was a shame. That was the day I was introduced to shame. I suffer from the disease. Embarrassment. Guilt. I suffer from the disease. Man, from that day forward, life became a living hell. I didn't like women no more. I just wanted to get money because I knew money would make everybody love me. And then I started getting it. My father was the man. We was the man. All my friends, he bought us all cars. I don't know what it's like to look up to another person. I don't know what it's like to work for another motherfucker. I don't know that. I either made it myself or I worked for my daddy. Yes, glorified errand boy. I love my father. I would do anything for him. Let's talk about that love. We sitting at the table doing what we do for all the spots he had. And I'm letting my friends steal from him while I'm stealing from him because I want to get high. And I ain't telling my father that these guys are stealing from me. I suffer from the disease. And these same people are the people, right, who shun me and talk about me. Meanwhile, I was degrading myself for these mother effers by letting them steal from the man that gave me everything. Everybody else, you go to rehabs. My father sent me to Jamaica, West Indies. He said, baby, if you come back clean, I'm going to buy you a car. I went over there, chilled out with whoever I wanted to go with me because that's what he did. And when I came back and he gave me the car, I got high again. I suffer from the disease. Ooh. My father was my hero. And I let these sucker niggas steal from him right in my face. I have enough courage to not do it and allow them to do it. Yes, yes. I'm talking about I suffer from the disease. My game was their game, so I ain't want them to tell on me, so I ain't tell on them. I suffer from the disease. Thank you, Jesus.
I'm freeing myself right now because I hold this because not one of them came out and reached their hand up and tried to pick me up when I was on that ground, when I was eating out that garbage can. Nobody lifted me up, only my wife. She the only person to come out to the crack house looking for me. She the only person that lifted her hand out and tried to help me up. I'm so grateful, man. I was running out in those neighborhoods, right? Going back to those same people, right? Because I thought they loved me. And they cared about me. I suffer from the disease. Because I thought they loved me because they gave me a hit when I was sick. Never mind the boy been up getting high all night. I didn't even think about that. And because he's down to his last and he know Bizzy B is a go-getter, he gonna give me that last hit to get me going. And he got me going. I suffer from the disease. And I came back like a happy little fellow and looked out for everybody in the house because everybody in here is my family. I suffer from the disease. I've been in dice games. Lost 50,000 in 20 minutes. Trying to act like I was my father, because that was my father's pet peeve. He ain't never touched a drug in his life. The flyest man I ever known in my life. And I tried to be like him. And that was another story. That's a whole lot of pain. You understand me? And I suffered, man. I suffered hard, man. All because of this confusion about what a man is and what a man ain't. My hero told me a man ain't supposed to cry. So I cried in them crack houses inside. I cried on them staircases. I cried in them courtrooms. You understand me? I cried. Because I ain't have a clue what was going on. I remember when people used to come home from jail and they talked about jail like it was college in my neighborhood. And I wanted to go to jail. I said, damn, them niggas is having a great time in jail. I want to go too. I suffer from the disease. I didn't want to go to college, where I should have wanted to go to better my life so I could be a better person. I wanted to go to jail so I could see what it was like. You know, where niggas is living like animals. Man looking up your ass, seeing if you got a knife in your butt. Walking to the yard, squeezing my ass cheek together because I got a pick in my ass just in case somebody come at me. You know, I'm talking about I suffer from the disease. And I kept going back to jail like I was having fun. I suffer from the disease. Terrified every time. I wasn't terrified of nobody in jail. I was terrified of what I might do to somebody if they try to do something to me. But by the grace of God, my family is so strong and so powerful. The name is so much gold. Wherever I went, they knew us. Bob, Dre, Charlie, Kev, True, they knew all of us. And each one come with their own crowd for negative reasons. I suffer from the disease. Nothing good. We all sold drugs. My father put us all on. He did the best he could with what he had. He took care of his family, and that's all he thought he was doing. He ain't know no better like I know sitting before you right now. I was dead wrong. I was poisoning the fruit, destroying my own people by selling drugs to them. Getting angry when they came up to me because they ain't had no money begging me. I was like, man, nigga, you better have my money, and want to beat somebody up about somebody. But by the grace of God, I ain't never killed nobody over no money. I ain't never thought money was that important because it was too easy to get. So I never thought that it was necessary to kill nobody over money. By the grace of God, thank you, Jesus. You know, I have suffered tremendously, man. I have went out for research after research after research after research, trying to find that magic hit that will ultimately get me high, because I never got high. I always just chasing that first high. I destroyed my life. I sit before you right now. I'm trying to live a righteous life. I'm trying to live a clean life. I can't even get a job because when it get to the part about the felony, I shake every time. Even though I ain't had a felony in 25 years, I'm still paying for it. Yeah, I suffer from the disease. Me, who wanted to go to jail. I had a chance not to go to jail. I had a chance, you know. I lied to people. I was a great basketball player, but didn't know colleges want me. But I was trying to make myself feel good about myself. I suffer from the disease, telling everybody St. John's, Syracuse was recruiting me, trying to hype my story up. Ain't nobody was recruiting me but a STEM. I wanted the next hit. I suffer from the disease. By God's grace and His mercy, I sit before you today, clean, with a clean mind and a clean spirit and a clean body. Because yes, I walked around looking like a bum. I turned into a bum every time I went out to go get high. I was clean as I don't know what. And I turned the second day off of that fentanyl. I was wound up in the ambulance. Somebody done stole all my drugs, all my money, my phone, everything. And so when I get back out, I don't want to go home because I think I'm going to miss something. I start picking up shit as I see it on the floor, putting it on. I suffer from the disease. When my wife ran up on me the last time I was outside, she said, "Is that my husband?" She didn't know who I was. That's how much of a bum I look like. I suffer from the disease. I got a good friend. He was a good friend. He looked up to me like I was his father. He used to work for me, selling drugs. And I was teaching him the wrong way. Suffer from the disease. And that kid put his trust in me, wholeheartedly, like I was his daddy. And I betrayed that trust by beating him out of some money. I gotta tell you, Law, I'm only testifying about my story. He's one of the biggest rappers in the world right now. And every chance he get, he throw me up on a video, sucker, looking like a fool, like a bum, because I done put myself out there. I'm up under a car, you know, and I don't know where I'm at because of the fentanyl. It just makes me go completely out of my mind. And he putting the video up and everybody taking sides, mad at him, mad at me. Everybody taking because they know this is my son. He know I'm daddy. That's my boy, and no disrespect to him. I didn't mean to say that. He's my man, you know? He was, you know? And I loved him, and I still love him. I'm not looking for no handout. I'm not looking for him to come and love me back. I'm just telling you my story. And then one day I seen him, and I apologized to him. You know? I apologized to him. And that made me feel good that I was able to tell him that because I was in jail because the very money I took from him, y'all, I suffer from the disease. I went to jail the next day after he gave it to me as a result of spending that money and buying some drugs. I went to jail by the grace of God. And when I went to jail, I came home. It was the biggest thing. Told a slop job, good morning. And I'm grateful and I'm happy and I have no ill will towards him. But I'm angry with him. I'm being angry that he put this video up. He did this, he did that. I done forgot. Who struck first? You, Bob. I suffer from the disease. How dare you be angry at him for being angry at you? He's still hurting, you know. Family members, ex-wives, he bringing them all around. They thinking he want them because of them. No, he's trying to get your attention, Bob. See, I suffer from the disease. I know what's going on. But I'm hating them for trying to chase their dream. And you know what I mean? And I suffer from the disease. My best friend, one of my best friends in the world, my father would do anything, is sleeping with my ex-wife. I suffer from the disease. And because I live by the code of the street, I'm like, it's all good. You can do what you want to do. But it ain't all good, nigga. You're foul. I suffer from the disease. Because if if you ain't got no code, you ain't got no code. You know what I mean? Because I don't care nothing about it. But I do care. Because right is right and wrong is wrong. It ain't about the woman. It's about the friendship. I suffer from the disease. And he do too. So I got to respect the game. You know what I mean? He's sick and suffering just like me. You know, God working on him just like he's working on me. But I got to tell the story. This is my story. You know. And this guy, everybody taking side. My family not liking this guy and all this old stuff, you know. And I'm letting go. Because the gift was I was able to tell him sorry. And the gift from him would be if he forgave me and told me that he forgive me. But that's a gift from him. I can't expect him to give it to me just because I want it. You understand what I'm saying? You know, I suffer from the disease. I struck first. It was my fault. I damaged the relationship. I damaged the trust. People trying to come to me, telling me go against them, go do this, do that. I couldn't do it. 25 years, I never spoke about this. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm loyal to my cause, not his, mine. I'm loyal to who I am. I didn't lose those values within myself. Like, because you don't like him, I don't like him. Nah, nigga, I like him. I just don't like him right now. But I don't like him, not like him because you don't like him. You understand what I'm saying? I suffer from the disease. Thank God I have a little clarity sometimes. You know, because knowing him has given me some perks out in the streets. Oh, that's 50 boy. Oh, I didn't mean to say his name. They give me crack. They look out for me because they think every now and then I tell people, yeah, I just talked to him. I'm lying. I suffer from the disease. But I ain't talking to him. But I'm saying that because I know what I'm doing. I'm gaming, trying to get a hit, you know. And Lord, man, it's been a long road, man. And I'm just telling you my story. I ain't looking for nothing from nobody. I just hope I can help one person, you know. My insecurities are all based around me using. You know, it came from the childhood trauma. This, you know, I stopped using, you know, marrying, you know, getting in relationships I had no business in because I'm looking for, clarification about me, you know, and the wrong people, you know, so with that being said, man, you know, it doesn't matter where you came from, Wall Street. It doesn't matter if you came from the ground or you in between. If you don't chase your dream, it's just a dream. Thanks for letting me share. Again, what's your disease?